So this lesson we're going to go through an exercise. Imagine you had to prepare an analysis model of the external behavior of this clock radio using state charts. What steps would you take to do this? Because we are concerned here with modeling behavior, one natural way to get started is with usage scenarios, also called use cases. A use case is a sequence of steps, each involving an actor performing an action, possibly on an object. Clearly, any model of behavior of the clock radio must indicate how each of the use cases is realized. See if you can come up with 3 typical use cases for the clock radio.
Okay, so the first use case I can think of is that the user is setting the time for one of the 3 different modes. So whether that's the display time or the time we want the alarm to go off, and there's a third time, but each of those I guess is a separate use case, but we'll just say setting the time is use case 1.
Okay, so Jared is right that each one of those would be a separate use case, and now we're picking the one about just setting the time of day that's visible on the display.
And then for use case number 2, we could change the frequency of the radio. So we may be in AM mode and changing the frequency, or in FM mode and changing the frequency.
So regardless of the mode, we're changing what station is coming in.
Right, so we're going to be twisting that knob to change it.
It's on the side.
On the side, okay. And then for a third use case, let's say the user presses the snooze button, the alarm's going off, and they want to sleep a little bit longer.
Okay, and clearly there are lots of other ones, like just listening to the radio, turning it on and just listening to it, or getting shocked out of bed by the beeper going off. Lots of possibilities here. And ultimately, our state chart model needs to be able to cover all the cases that might arise, including error cases, including situations where what you had hoped to happen doesn't happen, and the radio has to respond in that situation.